In this lesson, we're going to look at displaying a list of articles from a selected feed. So we're back inside our feed list component, and it sounds like what we'll need to do is add an onClick event that fires another event containing a feed, which will then pass back up to index.view. So we'll add our onClick here to the anchor tag, and we'll make a new method, call it selectFeed, and that'll accept the feed. So next we'll need to write that method. That will accept the feed, and then we're going to omit this, and we'll call onSelectFeed and pass that feed back up. So back to our index.view, and on the feed list component, we're going to listen for this event. And we'll call the new method we're going to write handle select feed. So we'll write this new method just beneath our getFeeds method. That'll accept our feed. And next we're going to have a look to see what exactly is that we want from this feed object. So we want to grab all the articles. So we'll have a look in our view DevTools. We have our array of feeds here. So let's have a look at one. And yeah, items makes sense. And yeah, so you can see inside here, this is the content for a single article. So back in index.view, I'm going to say this.articles equals feed.items. Now I need to declare that on my data object. And by default, it'll be an empty array. And now I need to pass that as a prop to my article list component. So we're going to jump to article list.view, and we're going to need to accept the prop. So we'll call articles, save that. If we check our view DevTools here, so we see our feed reader component and an empty articles array. And when I click on one of these, there, you can see the articles array got populated. Try this one, so there, jump to 25. So looks like we're getting the information we need. So let's start looking at how we're going to display it. So in our template here, I'm going to create a wrapping div. And then I'm going to create an unordered list. And now we're going to be doing pretty much the exact same thing here as we did with displaying the feed list. So there will be some duplication. But since it's not happening too frequently, I don't want to over-optimize just yet. But feel free to break this out into its own component if you want. So I'm not going to show this list unless we actually have articles. So I'm going to check if it exists and if there's a length. Next, I'm going to give it some classes. Much like the feed list component, I'm going to say list reset to remove all the default list styles. It's going to have position sticky, pin to the top, and we'll give it a border bottom of gray. Okay, so next we're going to render out the articles. So I'm going to say v4 item in articles, and we'll set the key to item.title. So in here now we're going to write our link. And we'll give this some classes as well. So we'll remove the default underline from the anchor tag, give it a bit of padding, display block, give it a border of gray, and we'll remove the bottom border so it doesn't build up like it did in the feed list component. Then we'll give it some text color, so teal again, and when we hover, we'll change the background to a lighter teal. Next then, we'll give out the title. Save that, you can see they're coming up there. And as we scroll down, you can see this is stuck here, so that's what the position sticky is doing. So in the next lesson, we're going to look at selecting an article and then displaying that.